Hi guys, I hope you're all really well and having a fab day so far. Today, the video is going to be a kind of cutout from another vlog. So my massive beauty clear out was going to be in a vlog last week, but it was just so ginormous that I've decided to make it its own vlog, which is what you're watching now. So in this video, you're going to see me tackling my overflowing beauty collection. As a beauty blogger, I get to work with a lot of amazing beauty brands and I buy a lot of beauty products, so my collection is overflowing, or was overflowing. I would say I probably halved it, and this is my second beauty clear out in the last, I would say, year. My other beauty clear out video, I'll leave it linked up on the screen in case you want to see the first huge blitz that I did, but this one was really successful. I was really quite brutal, and I applied the KonMari method loosely to my clear outs. I, as you'll see, get everything out and separate everything by what it is. So just like you would with your clothes, emptying out your wardrobe and putting all your jumpers together or your jeans together, I did that with my beauty collection, and I asked myself if each item sparked joy. Did it have a purpose? Do I actually enjoy using it, or do I just have it in my collection because it's concealer, and why would you throw away a perfectly good concealer? So you'll see how I get along with that method. So it was quite a fun process and I found it very therapeutic as well, so I hope you enjoy watching the process and I hope you find it therapeutic as well. It was a very productive day. Sometimes I just get in those moods and I need to get rid and have an organisation session, so that's what this was. So I really hope you enjoy this massive beauty product clear out. Let's get started. Okay, the towel is down, the comfy clothes are back on, same comfy clothes I've been wearing all week, and I'm going to start, yes, it is a mess on this table. I'm going to do this Marie Kondo style, so I'm going to try to lie out everything of its type grouped together. So I think I'm actually going to start with something easy, which is going to be my makeup brushes. Let's do this. Okay, so as you can see, we have loads of different piles. Ooh, we've got a straggler. So we've got loads of different piles here and loads of different duplicates. So what I'm going to do is start by pulling out my absolute favourites. All of these are going to need washing. For example, here in my pile of eyeshadow blending brushes, I know for sure some of these, like some of these from Zoeva, are super old, so they probably just need to get binned. These pink Too Faced ones I bought from Boots when I was about 12, so I'm going to pull those out as well. And then some of the more flatter ones, I just don't really like flat makeup brushes, so I'm going to get rid of those straight away. I don't really want to get rid of too many of these because I do use these probably more than any other kind of brush, but some of them which have a slightly strange shape, like this one, is just going to go. So I'm going to do the same process. Anything that's super old or anything that I don't use, I'm going to apply that to all the piles and hopefully get rid of a load. So this is the pile of brushes that I'm going to be getting rid of. There are some really nice ones in here, like this IT Cosmetics powder brush, but I just have so many. This Hourglass double-ended brush, so really nice ones like this I'm going to give to my friends. Some of them are brand new as well, like this Bare Minerals one. I just don't really, I don't know. I like the idea of double-ended brushes, but never really end up using them. So some of these are going to go to my friends. Some of them are just so old and manky, like this Anastasia brow brush I've literally had for so long, and it's brown on the top instead of black because of all the makeup that's in it. So some of these are going to go in the bin, some of them are going to go to friends, and I'm quite happy to have got rid of this many makeup brushes. Okay, so this might be the hardest section because a lot of these products are pretty expensive and they're all so beautiful. So I've tried to put together a lot of my base products here. So I've got some liquid foundations. This is mostly Bare Minerals original foundation, which I just absolutely love. Powders, blushes, eyeshadow palettes, complexion palettes, highlights, bronzers and cushion foundations, and then we've got some miscellaneous bits and bobs here. Oh my goodness, this is going to be so challenging. I love so many of these products, but I just obviously do not need this many. Because of what I do, I'm very kindly gifted a lot of products. Obviously I always try them out, and then you can't really give your friends a used foundation, or maybe you can. I might just pop some in the bag. So I've got a charity shop bag, a give to friends bag, and the bin. And I've already put some of the makeup brushes in there that we were looking at earlier. So I'm going to try and be brutal here, but this is going to be hard. I mean, some of these things I forgot I even had. Like I had this incredible Tom Ford cushion foundation in this leather almost sheath, totally unused. I mean, look at this. This is probably like £80 or something. And I totally forgot that I had it, which is why these clear outs are so good. I mean, this is absolutely stunning. I need to try this, but yeah, time to get rid of a lot of stuff. Okay, so I've got you on the floor. I just wanted to have a catch up at where I'm at. As you might have been able to see, I'm using these little cloths to clean the palettes. Why don't I tilt the camera up? They're from Black and they are face wipes, but I actually don't like using them on my face. So instead of getting rid of them or handing them to anybody else, because I honestly think they're too harsh for your face, I'm just using them to clean the products. And my bronzers are done. I'm just getting rid of excess makeup on them. And for example, my Guerlain terracottas, these had been in the bottom of my handbag when a drink exploded, and I never really bothered to clean them, so I'm loving these again, and now they're all super clean. My La Mer cushion bronzer I thought was a total goner because it was covered in sticky stuff, and I thought this was going to be just disgusting forever and really scratched, but it's come up pretty much good as new. So if you've got some old face wipes, then keep them handy. Even if you use face wipes in the morning, which I don't really recommend, double cleanse probably, then I always used to use face wipes to just clean things after using them. What I found easy to declutter so far has been my blushes. I've got 2 left. I do have a By Terry one somewhere. I think it's in my travel bag. Charlotte Tilbury, Pillow Talk, and my YSL Couture blush in the shade Powder Blush, or maybe it's Powder Blush in the shade Couture. To be honest, I don't feel like you need a huge variety of blushes. Actually, I've got some Bare Minerals ones somewhere else. Okay, we'll get to that. But these are just the ones that suit me the most. They're kind of browny pink. But what I have struggled with is my palettes of like face makeup. So for example, I've got this lovely Bare Minerals palette here, which is kind of a dupe for the Hourglass palettes. It's got a blush, a like kind of a contour, but kind of a dark highlight, and then a lovely light moonstone highlight. Love this palette. But then I've also got 3 Hourglass palettes, which I just can't bring myself to get rid of. I want to use them a lot more, so I'm going to keep those higher up and easier to access. Whenever I use them, I'm like, oh my god, I need to use these every day. I've got rid of a couple of cushion foundations. I've kept the Tom Ford, La Mer and Guerlain. Managed to get rid of a couple of bronzers. I am also applying the whole Marie Kondo Does It Spark Joy, and if something's a little bit old or it's a brown that doesn't excite me, then if it's not sparking joy, I am getting rid of it. So going to continue now with my eyeshadow palettes, which could be another quite hard one to tackle. So I've opened up my eyeshadow palettes. As you can see, I really like brownie nudes, and there's also a couple underneath the Charlotte Tilbury, which I'm definitely keeping, my NARS and my By Terry one. Oh my goodness, they're all very similar, but straight away I'm going to get rid of this Charlotte Tilbury one because I never found the colours were that perfect for me, so that's going to go in the friend bag. This Bobbi Brown one I just love, it's from the nude collection, so definitely keeping that. This one I feel like I've got similar shades, but it's such a handy little... No, I can't keep things just because they're handy, that's going to go for friends. I'm being quite good here, quite brutal. This, again, I've got similar, so yep, that's going to go to friends. Tom Ford eyeshadows are the absolute dream, and they're really handy little palettes, so I'm going to keep that one. I love Charlotte Tilbury palettes, but I don't feel like I use those shades anymore, so that's going to go to friends. This is a NARS palette that needs cleaning, but these are really good for putting in my overnight bag because it is a really small little palette and they're very easy to wear shades. Just going to give it a little polish. NARS packaging is honestly the worst for trying to keep clean. I've always loved this little Bobbi Brown palette with the rose gold, so I'm going to keep that one, give that a quick clean. And then this Zoeva palette must be about 4 years old, so I'm going to put that... I don't even know if it's hygienic to put it in a charity shop bag. I think I'm just going to sadly have to bin this. But you have done me well, Zoeva Nude Spectrum palette, so as Marie Kondo would suggest, I'm going to thank you for your services. Let's have one last look. Thank you very much. You guys have been amazing. Can't believe you haven't hit pan, but it is time to say goodbye. Cue Andrea Bocelli. Another beautiful product that I completely forgot that I had is this amazing Chantecaille Pearl Face Powder. How amazing is this? I'm going to put this in my handbag so that I get joy from using it every single day as a powder. It is stunning, and luckily it comes with a very plush little velvet pouch as well, so that's going to go in my handbag. I want to enjoy that every single day. I'm having a bit of a problem with powders because I actually have so many really nice ones. Loose powder, I've got Laura Mercier, YSL and Hourglass, all of which annoyingly are huge but really good. And then pressed powders, I love this palette from Bare Minerals. It's got a matte and a glow, and I use both of these with quite a small brush for my T-zone, and I love that palette so much. I love it even more obviously because it's Bare Minerals. And then this one is from La Mer. It's quite old, nearly hitting pan, but this is just a really, really good powder, and it's La Mer, so obviously I can't get rid of that. And this is again from Chantecaille. This is their HD powder, so it's really good for filming. I've had it for a couple of years, so it's probably not the most hygienic, and it has hit pan. So I am gonna thank this powder for its services. It did me very well, but I'm gonna say goodbye to this one. I've got a lot of Bare Minerals original foundations. I do use these every day. I think this one is probably about to run out, so I'm just gonna get rid of that one. But then I've got my personalised one, which I got from a Debenhams event maybe 3 months ago, so that's going to be the one that I move on to. I've already started using it quite a lot actually, but that can be my new everyday one. And then I've got a brand new one that will live in the drawer underneath. And then this one I shot a campaign for QVC's Christmas Bare Minerals, and it looks like I've nearly finished this one as well, but I'm going to keep hold of that because I always end up having one in my gym bag and my travel bag, etc. So that is the only product that I am allowing myself a duplicate of. This is my little collection of foundations, and I'm actually only going to be able to get rid of one, which is my really old IT Cosmetics CC cream. That is going to go in the bin. All of these I love, and no one needs as many foundations, absolutely not, but I truly love all of these. Like, this is just super luxurious, I love that. This is great for special occasions when I need amazing coverage all day long. Ooh, yeah, I do love this. It's an amazing base. This takes me by surprise every time I use it, and it's nice and small for traveling with. Epic, and just great when I need coverage and a glow. Great for wearing to the gym. Great for wearing to the gym. Great for wearing to the gym and days when I just want a really light base at home, and I love By Terry. Love that when I want to do like a drugstore makeup look or something, and just always feel like I'm super glowy and fresh looking with that. Love, rediscovered that again lately, and it took me back to my teens and why did I ever stop wearing it. This one actually is probably a little bit old and it doesn't spark joy. It is the Light Wonder Youth Boosting Perfect Skin Foundation SPF 15 from Charlotte Tilbury. It does say 12 months there, and I'm pretty sure I've had this more than 12 months, so I'm going to put that in the bin by Charlotte Tilbury. And then this, I'm keeping it because it looks so good when I wear this on camera. So we've only got rid of a couple, but that is no longer overflowing out the sides of the box, so it will mean that my drawer will now shut, which is a big bonus. So my drawer is now empty, and my tins that I separate things out with are empty, so I'm just going to attack this with a makeup wipe and then repack it. Okay, this is going to be the hardest. This is my lipstick, lip balm, lip gloss, lip tint collection. Some stragglers over there as well. I know what I like when it comes to lips. I don't like anything sticky. I don't like anything basically that's not nude. So I'm going to try and be really brutal here. I'm going to struggle when it comes to balms because I love balms so much, and when I say balms, that includes like beautiful tinted balms. These ones from Origins, for example, I just love, and I have so many products like this that are giving the lips a lovely bit of colour, but they're also really comfortable to wear. So I'm going to struggle to whittle down my collection of balms because I apply them multiple times a day, but then I do have so many other lip products here, some of which I barely use. So I'm going to try and be brutal. Wish me luck. Let's have a go at attacking and hopefully halving my lipstick collection.
The sweetest red cheeks I'd ever seen. You stand beside me in every dream. Angel goddess, you cover them all.
Alright, so I think I've managed to reduce my lipstick collection by maybe about a third. Still far more lip items than anyone could possibly need, but I just can't part with things that are perfectly useful and good and that I love. So this is the drawer that will get the most use. It's got my tinted balms. I love the Guerlain, love the L'Oreal Color Riche, of course I love the YSLs, the Estee Lauders and NARS. I just love all of these tinted balms so much. This is the lip liner drawer. I got rid of a few lip liners, but they don't take up that much space, and I wear lip liner pretty much every single day. And then I've got skinnier items like my Bite Beauty Matte Creme lip crayons, Hourglass and Hourglass refills. So that's my skinny lip item drawer. If I apply a lip liner one day and I decide it's not the right shade for me, then I can always put it to go to friends or charity shop, but for now I'm going to stick with those. This is the much reduced gloss and long-lasting lipstick drawer. So I don't really like glosses, but I love the colour of this one. And then I've got a few of the long-lasting lipsticks like the Huda Beauty. I've got a couple of those. They're a little bit uncomfortable, so not my favourites, but then when it comes to long-lasting things, I've also got Tom Ford, Estee Lauder, Hourglass, Buxom, that's also a gloss. And then a gloss from Marc Jacobs and a gloss from Dior as well. Both of them are really beautiful nudes. And then this is actually more of a pencil kind of crayons that could go in that drawer. So very happy to have reduced this one. Then this is my lipstick drawer. When it comes to lipsticks, I know what I love and I stockpile. So I've got my Tom Ford Sable Smoke. I've got the one on the go here, and then I've got two backups. This is one from Code 8 Cosmetics that I recently made myself. So it's a really very me shade and beautiful consistency. So yeah, love that one. Been pretty much wearing that every day lately. Insatiable Ivory from Estee Lauder and some very similar shades. Again, I just absolutely love these and probably could do with some backups, but that feels a little bit excessive at this time. 3 Charlotte Tilbury favourites, other Tom Ford favourites. I have one MAC favourite, which is Kind of Sexy, I believe, yep. And then some from the limited edition Victoria Beckham Estee Lauder collection and Tom Ford Lips and Boys. So yeah, that is my lip collection. I'm very pleased with what we've got rid of. Next category is eyes, and I've got mascaras, eyebrow products, and miscellaneous, like what are they called, eye primers, eyeshadow primers, eyebrow pencils, things like that all go in this drawer. And then I've got concealers. I don't think there'll be too many concealers to get rid of because I don't really stockpile those. I know what I like. But this drawer and any out-of-date mascaras, let's have a rummage and get rid of them.
Go with someone like me. I'd say I'm settled and pretty.
Okay, so I'm doing the brow drawer. These so far are the eyebrow gels that I'm keeping. To be honest, I'm not too fussy with them. I've got everything from Rimmel all the way up to Benefit, Laura Mercier, YSL. Just love brow gels. I've got loads of eyebrow pencils as well. I'm going to try and remember which ones of these are over a year old. I'm pretty sure all of my Fleur de Force Ilia ones are over a year, and they probably are not going to be working to the best of their ability again now, so I'm going to pop those sadly in the bin. Some of the newer products like Benefit Brow Contour is going to stay. Never really got along with the Estee Lauder Brow Now, and that's pretty old, so that's going to go in the bin. Stray lip liner. Tom Ford Brow Sculptor, I need to give that another go. Guerlain, that one I used this morning, that was really nice. Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, love that one. Trish McEvoy, that's another really good one. That is a super old one from Urban Decay. NARS Brow Perfector, that's probably my favourite at the moment, so definitely going to keep that one. Ilia, again, that one's super old. A really broken Anastasia, but I'm determined to finish that one because the Anastasia colour is just the best. L'Oreal High Contrast Brow Artist, never really got along with that, so that's going to go in the bin because it's old as well. A duplicate of the Benefit Brow Contour. Don't really use waterline pencils, that's only been used once, so I'm going to, actually no, that's really unhygienic to share a waterline pencil, so that's going to go in the bin. HD Brows, that one is pretty old, I'm going to get rid of that one. Another of the Guerlains, which I like. Another broken Anastasia. And I think that's all of my brow pencils and gels, so I've done quite well there. And then I'm also going to put eyeliners and eyeshadow sticks in the same drawer as the mascaras because mascaras don't take up too much room anymore, and I don't use that many eyeliners. Benefit Roller Liner is one that I do like, so that's going to go in there. Bare Minerals One Fine Line is pretty much my go-to at the moment. And then a lot of these are quite old, so I'm going to be ruthless again and try to get rid of a few. That's handy, bit of a miscellaneous. Eyeshadow crayon. That is a brow gel, love that one from Hourglass. A little sort through my concealers, only got rid of a couple because I don't tend to hold on to ones that I don't like, and I do, this sounds bonkers, but I do think that each of these has a different purpose depending on what my skin needs. So for example, lovely hydrating and correcting CC under eye from Arborian, then you go to a really thick like Glossier stretch concealer. We've got some nice under eye concealers, so yeah, I've kept most of those. Got rid of loads of mascaras and eyeliners and things like that, so that drawer is looking good. And then I've got a much more condensed brow drawer as well, so let's pop these back in the stack. And then the last two drawers, this one is single eyeshadows, and then this one was kind of an overflow. So let's start by seeing if there's any single eyeshadows that are either really old or that I no longer like. But again, I'm quite good at getting rid of these generally when I'm doing my makeup. If I find that I don't like one, I will normally get rid of it quite soon. I have a feeling though, sadly, some of these Tom Fords have dried up, so let's have a little look through here. Now this is what I like to see, two very minimal drawers. I just kept 3 in the miscellaneous drawer. Bare Minerals blush, Estee Lauder blush, and Tom Ford highlight. Love those. And then got rid of a few different eyeshadows. I kept these little Tom Ford singles because they are the most beautiful shades, and how gorgeous is this packaging. A bone shade from Bobbi Brown for under the brows. This is just a really nice little duo from NARS. Super sparkly if I ever want a glittery eye. Sparkly as well, but from Hourglass in a more coppery colour. The Best Everyday Neutral. I probably have had this for about 3 years from Dior. That was a very skilled one-handed opening, but it barely looks like I've touched it, and I do use it at least once a week, so that's a great one. These little L'Oreal Havana eyeshadows are amazing and great if I want a sparkly, slightly deeper colour eye. And then these are not going off at all. They've got like a cream sparkly underneath like this, and then they've got a sparkly shadow in the top, which is like a complementing colour. So I love these little stacks from Tom Ford, and I've got these beautiful 2 different shades here. And I've popped all the drawers back in the chest now. It is looking so good. This whole area used to be overflowing with extra items. So I've got some things which were in the wrong drawers, which I'm just going to add back in. So I've got another IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye that can live in there. These are all eyeshadow crayons. So now that there's room in this drawer, they can live with my eyeshadows, like a Jenga, trying to fit it all in. And there we have it. Don't look at the mess on that table. I'm going to sort that in a second. Makeup collection sorted, and if we look at the bags of things we've got rid of, we have done well. So this is the bag of things going to friends, this is the bag of things going to the charity shop, and this is the bin. Don't normally show you in the bin, but there are some things here which I have loved and thanked for their amazingness. This was my first ever Hourglass bronzer. Didn't even hit pan, even though I feel like I probably used it every day for at least 3 years. Can't believe it didn't hit pan, but it's just old and needs to go. Same with this one. I bought this very soon after the Hourglass because I wanted to find out if it was a dupe. I think I wrote one of my first blog posts on this. And then just some really old, like when I was going to my office job every day, this was my everyday work eyeshadow, so that means that's at least 3 years old. Yeah, and mostly loads of other old things as well. And then I had this Hourglass eyeshadow, which is just crumbling, so that needs to go as well. So this is looking a whole lot better than before. I have put my stuff back on it. Pandora boxes are there because I'm shooting Pandora tomorrow. I found these bits and bobs will live in my makeup brush holder, which is currently in the dishwasher, seeing as all the brushes have been washed. So that'll go back here. So yeah, all of these little scattery bits and bobs will go in there. I also had some new Bare Minerals brushes in a bag from my overnight stay with them. These are bits which I use regularly, so my Bare Minerals Skin Longevity Serum, Kiehl's Ultra Face Cream, my little dish with all my pearl hair clips. Excuse me, young man, you're not meant to be up here. And then maybe tomorrow I might tackle this drawer, which is basically my skincare drawer. It is overflowing and I would like to fit these pieces in there. So that was all last week, and my collection is now just so much easier to navigate. I've actually started using so many different products. Like, I was really stuck in my ways before, always using the same things, whereas now I'm getting use out of my full collection because I've been reminded of the amazing things that I have and I can see everything. So it's really just made my beauty routine in the morning so much more enjoyable, and I'm making the most of all my collection. I have no regrets with anything that I got rid of. My friends have been over since then and had a real good rummage through those bags, so I'm really glad that a lot of the products have gone to a home where they'll get used more and loved. And yeah, it was overall a really great thing to do. I just wanted to do this little outro because obviously that clip then continued into another vlog, so it just ended a little bit weirdly, me showing you my overflowing skincare drawer. So if you'd like to see a skincare declutter, then let me know in the comment section down below. I have recently done a wardrobe declutter. If you just love watching people declutter, I don't blame you. I find it so therapeutic as well. But I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed watching my decluttering. I hope maybe it's inspired you to declutter some of your own makeup. Obviously don't declutter just for the sake of it, do it if you need to. Don't go chucking away anything that's perfectly good. Keep an eye on sell-by dates. I think I did a blog post once on beauty sell-by dates. If I can find it and it's not embarrassingly old, then I'll leave it linked down below. I may also be doing a beauty clear out tips focused newsletter, so if you'd like to sign up to my weekly newsletter, it's full of lifestyle tips, discount codes, things like that, then I'll leave that link down below. And if you got to the end, please leave the word newsletter in your comment. I love seeing who's got to the end. It's always great for me to know who my best subscribers are. And if you are new, then please do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, because YouTube is changing things around again and you pretty much only know about new videos if you have your notification bell on, which is great. Thanks, YouTube. But anyway, that's enough from me. I'm sure you're bored of my face and my voice, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.